Hello everyone and welcome back again here at SpeedForce Racing for round number 12 of the GP3 Season 6 Championship. We are here in Hungary and once again I'm not alone. I'm joined with my co-commentator Train Game. Train Game, how are you, buddy?
First of all, thanks again. But to be serious for once, yes.
You're doing fine.
Yes, hopefully tomorrow also.
Yeah, I hope it for you. But first come first, we're gonna say the standings. I'm gonna take the Drivers' Championship with me. And we still have the same leader as a few weeks now. We have Mario Manzo in the lead after 6 podiums in a row and 2 second places and 4 wins. He won last week in Germany as well, and he now has a lead of uh, 36 points over Jimbo Manzi, who is in P2. Eklund is in P3. He is closing down the gap with Jimbo after a second place last time. The gap between second and third is now 44 points, so the gaps in the front are quite big. Then we have Surrey in P4, Frederick in P5, Fester in P6, the run-up in P7, Mike in P8, Erich in P9, Not Luke back in P10, Hunter in P11. Gamey Things in P12, DJ Clarkson in P13, Dog Special Energy in P14, Kirikou in P15, GA in P16, Jade Savo in P17, Adam in P18, Rizanovsky in P19. And Badger, who was really close last week to get his first points, still in the last place, yet to pick up points. Then we're gonna go to the Constructors Championship.
Yes, we are. Renault is looking to run away with the Constructors Championship. They have a 76-point gap to Toro Rosso, who are comfortably in P2. Renault has 256 points and Toro Rosso 180. In third we have Racing Point. They have 104 points. They have just 3 points more than Alfa Romeo, and Alfa Romeo has 3 points more than Ferrari. 6 is Red Bull, they are only 6 points behind. 4 points behind them is McLaren. 2 points behind them is Haas. Mercedes had a strong showing in Germany last week, has moved up to 9th with 61 points. And in last is Williams with 52 points.
So that is the Constructors Championship. We are having the message that the drivers are reading up, and we're seeing that we're starting in 30 seconds. That we're going for 18 minutes qualifying and a 50% race here in Hungary. What is a great track to race. And a great track to watch as well. I just think it's a track you have to believe in yourself, because if you're not like a little bit aggressive on overtakes, you're not gonna get any places on this track, because overtaking is not the easiest thing around here.
That's right. Overtaking is very difficult here. It's probably the best chance to do it at turn 1. And if you have watched the GP2, you could have seen Senna making from the back to pretty much the front.
It
From
is possible.
P2 to P2 he came, if you have missed that. Uh, are there people having qualifying for this qualifying
I don't
session?
think so. I think everyone can set a time if they want to.
That's good news to hear. And it was last week it was pretty clean around Germany. Oh, it's raining!
It's raining, and it's raining quite hard, I think. So I shouldn't be surprised if there is the wet tires on the cars. This is very interesting. And always, yeah, it is the wet tires. So the
I hope to
drivers will
see.
have a wet qualifying. What will it be it will be a dry race. So it will be wet qualifying, and this can be very interesting because the drivers in the wets are not having the same pace as drivers in the and dry. Like we could see a totally different qualifying than we expected in a dry session.
Yeah, very mixed up grid, and it's also important to see who has the best skills in the rain, and there could also be mistakes from drivers that they putting on their wet setup and completely forgot the weather for the race. We have some people who making mistakes about that.
And there's
But
a
there are a
Red
few
Bull who
drivers
is out
coming
as
out.
first, and that is Ekelund. Ekelund will
Everyone,
be the first one out on track. He is joined by Gox as teammate. I think he is a reserve driver.
I haven't
Didn't.
seen him, so
No, me
it's the
neither.
first time I see him.
So that will be very interesting to watch him. We have the run-up and Kiriakou who switched to the Intus now in the pit lane. So they may be seeing what
Also
the
the
difference
runner.
is between the tires. Or it is possible that the rain is gonna ease up a little bit towards the end of the session and they won't take a risk going out on the wets and maybe crashing.
Yes, and crashing is not very hard to do if you have experience with this game. Turn 4 is sometimes a do or die corner, and at the chicane where you can have a little bit more speed and go onto the grass and accelerate too early and you're round.
So
And the penultimate corner is also very difficult where you're going a bit downhill, and it's very difficult maybe if you don't use ABS. But I think most drivers will use ABS.
it's also very important on this track to avoid the curbs at all can. Because like curbs in the last corner on the inside and of course in turn 5 they just totally spin you around and you can't do anything about it. While Ekelund has now started his first lap here in Hungary. While the ramp is going out on the wets now. Hunter now the only one who is on the enters, but he is still in the pit lane, so he's not out yet. It's a 31.5 for Sector 1 for Ekelund. We're gonna see if that is a good time for him when we see the other drivers. One of the most difficult parts now, the chicane. I think this is a place with a lot of time to lose or to gain. I don't think it's the best part of the track. I had a difficult myself there for the most. Well, we have Shadow Britain, who raced yesterday, finished in P7 in the chat, so welcome. We also have Electro Dan, who thought that Lee was reserving. I think Lee gave his place away to let other guys reserve today, so I think that's why he isn't here. Evening Halver, I don't know if I speak your name right, so sorry if it isn't. While Ekelund is going into the pit lane, so he won't finish his lap.
Felix is going to be the first driver to set a time on the board.
What will the time be for Fester? What will the aim time be? It will be a 36.6. While JD Savo goes 2 seconds faster already. At 34.2. What a lap of JD Savo.
Yes, and Hunter is on track on the end, so
he is.
If you look at the track, it's too wet for Indus, you would think.
While James TLH44, also a reserve, he is normally driving in GP2. He's now reserving for Williams. He did a 133.5.
So if there are GP2 drivers watching, they can see if James is tomorrow a bit of a dark horse for tomorrow.
Yeah, he will get some experience in today, but we can also expect, of course, if he's driving for GP2, that he will be in the front of the race today. So we're gonna be watching his pace to see where he will come out in the race. We have a lot of guys on the unders now. We have Hunter and also Jimbo and Ekelund changed in the pit lane. We're gonna watch Hunter here, the first one to settle up on the Inters.
Ekelund has come to the end, so it looks like the rain is gonna ease up.
131.9. That is, I think, 4 tenths slower than Ekelund did on his first lap. But Ekelund is now also out on the Inters, just as Jimbo Manzi. So it seems like the Inters are the better tires right now. I think the rain eased up quite hard because it's not raining as hard as it was in the beginning of the qualifying. Welcome everybody who is watching, 15 watchers. Thank you for tuning in today. We're watching Hunter on his first lap on the Inters. He sets a purple sector 2, a 106.8. Is it gonna be the time of James TLH44? 133.5 at the moment is the best time. Fester did a 133.7 in the second lap. So he's only 2 tenths away of that, but what will Hunter do? Will the Inters be better? It's now in the last turn, going towards the finish line. It's not gonna be the fastest lap, it will be 133.9, putting him into P3 at the moment. So
So
not
the
much
Inters,
difference, I think, between the two tires.
I think the Inter will become faster.
Well, we have Kiriko who spun.
Mari Manzo has gone to pole.
Wow,
133.4.
133.4, putting him into a provisional pole on the wets.
Oh, was spun by not look back and the coming out of the S section.
He had a moment there. I think it was Kiriko who lost it at the same place, so now needs a corner to take in the wet.
Here comes Fester. He improves by 10.
33.5 goes into P1 now. Ekelund with a faster sector 1. He's on the Inters as well. It looks like the Inters are going fast through the corners, so it might be time to change it. We now have 4 drivers on the Inters. Hunter, Ekelund, Surayet and Jimbo Manzi. It will be Jimbo who is gonna cross the line. No, it won't be. It will be Ekelund, who also sets a faster sector 2 now. So this could mean that the Inters are the better tire to go on now. But once he is gonna put a fast lap in, everyone will know that the Inters are faster and everyone will also go on them, I think.
Well, there are some drivers on the wet who are still improving their time, so it is not the kind of changing point to
We're gonna
the
watch Ekelund. Oh, I think it is a 132.8. 6 tenths faster than Morimanzo. That is a lot. I think we're gonna see more and more drivers on the Inters now. Jedesava also changed. Not look back also changed. Is gonna get out now. What will Jimbo Manzi do? He's in the last corner. Will he take that provisional pole from Ekelund away? It will be 133.2. Put him into P2 at the moment.
Now James TLH is improving pretty big. Is half a second up.
Wow. So he could possibly go Jimbo, I think. That should be good for him. What will it be for James? It will be 132.9. Put him in onto P2 on the wets. 4 lap all the wets already. So it's still pretty close between both tires, I think. We're also seeing a very mixed up lineup now from tires. We're seeing wets and Inters everywhere.
Yes, and I'm now having a look at Suryu. He's around the final corner. He's on the Inters. He's going to set a
looks pretty fast.
On the board.
What will it be for Surrey? Will it be provisional pole? It will be provisional pole. 132.7. Looks like the track is getting better.
And Jimbo is improving by 2 tenths, so it looks like a potential pole for him for the moment.
Needs to find 3 more tenths in the last sector.
He's closely followed by a Haas, I think, who's going into the pits.
Beautiful to see the full white helmet while Mari Manzo goes to a 32.0 on the wets. Jimbo goes to P3 with 132.7. But what a lap of Mari Manzo, 132.0 on the wets. Who seems like the slower tire of the two at the moment, but he shows different. Wow, what a lap of the championship leader. He'll be looking to improve the gap between him and drivers behind. Jimbo Manzi as first, who now had a few of less good results because he changed, of course, to the wheel. Surjet is now improving 6/10 on the enter, so he will go
Wow.
into provisional pole if he can finish his third sector on a good way.
And Ecklet is 4/10 up.
Now going to be interesting what Marimanzo will do. Will he come in to change his tires to the inters as well, while we have Alfa Romeo who's spun in the last sector? What will Surya do? Will it be provisional pole? No, it won't. 1/10 behind Marimanzo. Well, Jimbo just set the fastest sector 2. He's 5/10 up. Eklund goes provisional pole on the inters. 1:32.0. Just a bit faster of Eklund. We're watching the Toro Rosso of Jimbo Manzi now. Is he gonna be able to bring that gap between him and the guys in front closer? It will be no 5/10. He improves, but he stays in P4.
Ujiri Savo is big up. He's 1.5 seconds up.
What will it be for Jede Savo? It will be provisional pole! A 1:31.9 for Jede Savo. And I expect Marimanzo will go onto the enters for the last run then.
EDJ is on a big improvement. Oh, Felix is already almost 3/10 up in the first sector alone.
Which is improving 2.3 seconds. While not Luke Beck goes into provisional pole with a 1:31.9.
4 thousandths faster.
The track is improving. Rain is really light at the moment. So everyone into the top 9 and the top 10 is now gonna put a lap into enters at the moment. Erich goes into P5 with a 1:32.1. Very close timings in the top 8 at the moment. Very close to each other.
In a second.
What will Mike do? Didn't set a lap yet. Mike looking like a very fast guy from the moment he joined. What will it be for Mike? It will be provisional pole. Wow! 5/10 faster than not Luke Beck, while Hunter goes into P2 with a 1:31.7, but a 1:31.477 for Mike R17.
Here comes
Provisional
Felix.
pole for him.
To 10 only.
We expect better from Felix. Hopefully he can still improve. The ramp is 4/10 up. It's not that much.
Ooh, almost 2 seconds.
He's now 1.7 up.
So it might be potential 9th or 8th.
I think he will try to put himself into the top 10. It will be interesting on strategies because everyone will have free tire choice because it will be a dry race, of course. The run-up going into the last corner. What can he put out of it? P5! 1:31.9 with the fastest last sector. An improved track is really helping him.
Mike is going for another run. He's 3/10 up, so
But he invalidated.
into the 130s. Oh, oops.
Hunter is going into the pits again, I think. Just as Erich, a lot of people are into the pits. Fefster is not improving. James TLH puts in a faster sector 1 now. Just as Sai Ardash, or Sonic, if you know him better like that, says, just as in Britain, it looks like Mike is the king of the rain at the moment.
Oh yes, he was in Britain so fast, but Marimanzo defended so well there.
Yeah, he had difficulties with overtaking. Still took his first podium there. Felix goes into provisional pole. That's what we were talking about by saying he could go faster. And that is faster. Improves, I think, 200ths faster than Mike. But it will be James TLH now who set a purple sector 1 and purple sector 2.
And the
Will
runner
he
follows
beat
him.
that times? The GP2 reserve now here in GP3 to show what he's got. It will be provisional pole for him. It will be 1:30.8, 6/10 faster than Fefster.
And here goes the runner up. What time does he set?
The run-up will go into P4 with a 1:31.7. You have Mario Manzo on a lap, but it's not looking like he is improving a lot at the moment. He's now in sector 2. Didn't improve a lot in sector 1. But that doesn't say a lot because sector 1 you can't really gain
Adam to
much time.
second.
Adam to second! Wow, that will cheer him up. That really will cheer him up. A 131.2 putting Adam in P2. Will this be the race where it all comes together for Adam? I really hope it's for him. Mario Manzo now, will he go into the pit? No, he will try and set this another lap. I don't think this lap will be fast enough though. Will it? No, it won't be. It will be P2. Oh, it's not much. Second. Yeah, it's not much. I was pretty convinced that it wasn't a good lap, but it was a very decent lap, putting him into P2 with a 130.8.
His teammate is on the big improvement.
Hunter is now out as well, just on time.
To 8.
Ekelund now in P11. Looked very fast at the beginning. He's 4 tenths up in sector 1.
Frederick is 2 seconds up.
Ekelund is behind an Alfa Romeo now. That is behind Suriyat, who also is on a lap. Yellow is the sector 2 and sector 3. There is cars letting other cars past. Ekelund is 9 tenths up, almost a second up. This can be something good for Ekelund, while Frederick goes into P3 with 131.1. People are setting their last times now. Ekelund looking fast, but can it be fast enough for provisional pole? Needs 2 more tenths in this last sector. Will he get there? Will it be enough for him? Getting a slipstream now. Oh, sorry, then it will be provisional pole position for Ekelund. A 130.7. 10th faster than James and Mario Manzo, but all those guys are still on track. Frederick is not improving. Mario Manzo is now going to put his last lap in. James is improving at 1/10.
Holy, Felix is on the improvement.
James is 6 tenths up.
Wow. Felix to 6.
He won't be happy with that, I think. But 6 tenths is James TLH44 up on his time. Wow. I don't know if it is a track that improved a lot due to his last time, but this is looking like a very fast time. He will get up to provisional pole, and I really don't think anyone will beat it. 130.0. Almost into the 129s. Ekelund is only improving by a little bit. Their special engine is improving 3.2 seconds, but I don't think that's real.
What can the Rainmeister from Britain do? Mike, currently P11, goes to the line to P.
He will be put on the pole!
Whoa!
130.009! He did what I didn't think was possible. And we still have Mario Manzo on the lap. What will his sector 2 time be? He is 8 tenths up! The track is improving a lot now. So it goes into P3.
Mario Manzo, I am looking at.
I look to Adam. Was P2 a few minutes ago, now he's in P13.
Oh.
All those times are very close to each other, but it will be the last one. To set the fastest time, it will be Mario Manzo on pole. No! First 3 drivers all with a 130.0, and that is qualifying over only Kirikou.
Oh, that
was going into the pits.
What a qualifying session we have.
Top 3 with the same times. Wow! Very closely. It's looked at from P9 to P15. It's only 2 tenths. Very closely. Just as Adam says, he went out too early because the track was improving so much in the end. But it will be Rainmaster Mike on pole position, closely followed by James TLH44. Mario Manzo will start in P3, so it will start in P4. Jedesava will start in P5, Ekelund will start in P6, Hunter in P7, Not Luke back in P8, Dr. Special Engine in P9, Erich in P10, Jimbo Manzi in P11, not a good qualifying for him. Frederick in P12, Fefster in P13, just as Jimbo, not a good qualifying for him. They're up in P14, Adam in P15, Gaming Things in P16, Rosanovsky in P17, Kiriko in P18, Badger in P19, and Gox in P20. And now that I look to it, I think Gox is GA who changed his name, because he's also Scottish.
Oh, and didn't notice that.
I just noticed it, so I think that is GA with another username. Correct me if I'm wrong.
We would like to know that.
So the drivers are now looking for the strategy they want to do. And I think most guys will go from mediums to hards. I think that is the best strategy to do. But I think it's also going to be needed for some guys to try something different. Waiting now till the drivers are reading up. It looks like it's very cloudy, but it will be a dry race. But it will be good for the tire life.
If you rebel on the hards, it's excellent.
Just gonna set what tires are the guys are gonna start on. We have the top 5 on the mediums, then we have Ekelund on the hards. We have Hunter, Not Look Back, Das Pasolangi and Erich on the mediums. Then we have Jimbo, Frederick and Fester on the hards. The Run Up and Hole Punch on the mediums. Gamey on the hards, Reznovsky on the mediums, Kiriko on the hards. Badger is going for the softs. So he might be looking for a 2-stop or going from the softs to the hards. Then we have Gox on the hards. Mike, with a look, what is look? Well, we have a Williams that is holding up some. Oh, we have a touch between the run-up and Gamey Things, I think. Don't know what happened there, but it looks like Gamey Things was very slow, holding up the guys a little bit. What will James TLH24 bring us? His first time here in GP3. I see some cars lagging. I hope it isn't the lobby.
Hopefully not.
Surya once again in P4. He'll be looking for another. He lost the battle last time between him and Ekelund for P3. Ekelund finishing in P2, he finished in P4. So he'll be looking to close the gap again between third and himself. The gap is now 8 points between Ekelund and Surya, so still a fight for the third place in the championship going on.
And Mike has quite a gap to driving behind him. Don't know if that is a good decision from him or not, but we'll see.
I think Mike.
Yeah.
Mike really lit up this division. His 5th race now. 2 times on the podium, now taking pole position. What will it be in the race? Gox the last one to line up, and it will be Mike on pole starting. Waiting till the lights are going on. There they are. We have 5 red lights. And we're on our way for the Hungarian Grand Prix. GP3 Season 6. SpeedForce Racing. Looks like a very good start of Surya. Will he already try and move? It will be Mario Manzo making move on Mike. Looks like Mario Manzo will have that position. Will he hold it? It will be a fight side to side between him and Mike. Who will be the leader out of this corner? They touch a little bit and Mike spun. Holds his
Good
car.
save. Oh,
Good save.
A
lot of falling in this opening phase, but a lot of action. Just take care in turn 4, guys. We don't want anything happening there. Doesn't seem like we really have any problems from the start. Fester lost 3 positions already, while Reznovsky gained 3. So that is a good start for Rezanovsky. But we have Mario Manzo in the lead, starting from P3. Now leading. James CLH fell back 2 places, just as Mike. That is because he and Mario Manzo touched. Very good save from him, otherwise it will be much more than 2 positions.
And Jericho has heavy front wing damage, so he hasn't got the start he wanted.
Mario Manzo already 1.5 seconds ahead of Surriot. Well, we have yellow in sector 3, and it is a red Toro Rosso, I mean, just Jimbo. Oh no. And he was one of the guys who started on the hard, so he will be 2-stopping today. I think he was going 2 times on the mediums. Yes, he's going under the mediums. But this is not a way he wanted to start this race. Hopefully he can still get back some positions. Wow, Fefster is now making the move on Gox. They touch! And Felix is round! Oh no!
It's always Felix, huh?
It's always Felix! It's unbelievable, the poor luck the guy has. He touches with Gox. Well, we have yellow in sector 3 again. Sector 1 I mean, but I don't know why, because there isn't a car where the yellow is. And Gaming Tanks has left the session. Ooh, that's not good. He will lose a lot of positions then. Mario Manzo 1.3, so it looks like Surriot has the gap a little bit down. Gaming Tanks is back, luckily. Well, Surriot is now putting the fast slap in. And not Luke Beck is into the pit lane.
Yeah, he was holding the field pretty much up, so I think he has front wing damage.
Not looking like we're having any fight going on to the moment. A lot of close gaps, but no one is really close enough to be fighting. Because you need really to be in like 2/10 really can do something on this track. And what will turn 4 bring us today? Hopefully everyone will go through it cleanly. Looks like Erich is having the better of Frerick at the moment. Frerick on the hards and he is on the mediums. Badge around to P14, starting in P19. He made up 5 places on the soft tires. He's now in front of everyone on the hards who started in front of him. I think at the moment Ekelund is in the best position, P6 on the hards. It's looking like he will be doing a good job today if he can keep this pace up. Mario Manzo now with a fastest lap, 1.8 in front now of Surriot. With DRS, can Jada Sava do something against Ekelund? No, it's too far away. Look at Rezanovsky is closer to the run-up, but also that is just too far away to make a move. Oh, it has to be on the second DRS part, but it's not really easy to gain a lot of speed there to be faster than the guy in front. Just as Lee is saying, the guys who already pitted and had some trouble in the beginning really need a safety car now to be back in this race.
Yes.
Otherwise it will be a very long day for everyone. Great camera looking to everyone going through the chicane.
And
Adam is now closing up to Rezanovsky. We have a spinner in the back. I think it's not Luke back, but we have Adam making a move on Rezanovsky. Will he stay? There's a little touch between the boat, but I think it's fair. And Adam is now into P12. Well, Felix had a problem. I don't know what happened. It looks like he has damage again. Felix has lost an end plate again. I don't know what happened. Maybe it's something between him and Jimbo Manzi. While Gamey takes lost connection again. Will Felix go into the pits? No, he's staying out, but he is driving another left front end plate now. Gaming Tanks with a fastest lap. That's strange. Jimbo Manzi with a fast lap, 121.0.
Well, he's in free air, so that's not weird. And Don Lubeck is again into the pits. And Mike has closed up to Surreyot.
Yeah, Mike is really 7/10 away now from Surreyot. Maybe he's gonna try and get his second place back. Lost 2 places in the beginning of the race. Our pole sitter. Gaming Things is back, so I hope he'll stay in now, because he's losing too much time with losing his connection, and it's not good if that happens. Jede Savo is quite close to Ekelund now. Ekelund on the hards.
Jede Savo is through the corners very close, but now we're going to the DRS track and just go on board and it's just too far.
Yeah, looks like Ekelund is very fast on the straight.
But that's the whole story for now 3-4 laps.
And indeedly, Felix really has good pace for podiums, even for wins, I guess. But he is having too much incidents, and it's most of the time it's not even his mistake. But yeah, it's a part of the racing, and just as last season, his luck isn't very good. His teammate Doc Special Energy is quite close to average.
A dive bomb, and he almost made it stick.
He's now side to side to Gaming Things.
Oh, he's very aggressive.
He is. He wants to have a race again, but his Gaming Things is not giving his positioning away. He's defending very well. And what Laslaw said, Manzo is doing a great job again. I don't think it's a surprise seeing him in the lead. We have the helicopter view between the 5 with Gaming Things and Fefster. We have now 4 gaps of 5/10, a gap between Surreyot and Mike, a gap between Ekelund and Jede Savo, between Frederick, Erich and Dr. Special Energy. We also have a gap between the run-up and Adam. So a lot of fights going into the moment. Maybe the most interesting one is the fight for P2 between Mike and Surreyot. Doesn't really look like Surreyot is letting Mike come closer. Looks like they quite have the same pace. It's now 9/10 away. Well, Erich is closing in on Frederick. See, Frederick has more ERS at the moment than Erich, but also the Rock Special Energy is very close to both. Thanks for that, Sonic. Thank you. Not even gonna read it. We have Adam now closely to the run-up. He'll be looking to make a move, while Not Look Back going now fast, as he's the only one on the softs except Badger, but Badger was started on them, so he's on fresh softs as only one. So not really surprising that he puts the fastest lap in now. Dr. Special Energy, the first one to pick up a 3-second penalty for multiple warnings. Still have in front of this fight Frederick, Erich and Dr. Special Energy fighting with each other. The gap between Surreyot and Mike is back to 1 second now. Well, Jede Savo is gonna make a move on Ekelund. They're side to side into turn 1. Ekelund is trying to cut it back, but it's a great move from Jede Savo. Jede Savo into P6. He'll be happy with that.
And Badger comes
showing
into
some
the
pace today.
softs. And goes on to the mediums.
It looks like Erich is now going to have Frederick, but he may also make a move into turn 4. I don't think it's the best place to do it. You only have to have really advantage to try and make a move there. Well, Ekelund now gets a 3-second penalty. That won't help him. But a very close fight between Frederick and Erich. Just Special Energy just behind them. Felix is back into the pits. Onto the mediums. I think driving without the end plane wasn't possible to continue with. No, Lee, I didn't agree with that. I didn't agree with starting from the back every race, so don't talk about that. Well, we have
Safety car!
Kiriko's out!
Oh!
And we have a safety car!
And it's surprise, surprise, on turn 4.
We had to wait 9 laps for it, but someone fall in the mistake of turn 4.
And Risanovsky makes the opportunity to go into the pits. Oh, GD Salvo!
With a 10 second penalty for exceeding track limits. That has to be quite a big cut then, and I think all the medium runners will go into the pits now.
Yeah, Risanovsky has gone to the hards. Same as Jimbo, and this can make the race of Jimbo to life again.
Gox has gone into the mediums. The mediums won't last till the end.
Oh, weird.
Jimbo Manzi has gone back onto his hards. That's very smart move from him. He's back into the race now, because if he stayed on the mediums he would have to pit another time. So very good move of Jimbo Manzi, who still is in P16, so he didn't even lost the position with it. What will the front runners do? They still have the delta because they were past the pit exit already. Will Marimanza go into the pits? I expect everyone into the top 6 going into the pits now. And that is the difficult thing of starting on the hard tires, because Ekelund and Frederick won't be able to go into the pits onto the mediums now. He will do it. Ekelund is going in. Frederick is staying out. I think that's the smartest thing to do now. Will Frederick take the lead then, because he still has the delta of course? Will he be in front of Marimanzo? Once he crosses the finish line he won't have a delta anymore. And he is gonna be in front. Dr. Special Energy is staying out on 9 lap old mediums. I don't understand that decision. And Marimanzo is back out into P3. He now has the runner behind him, and then we have Mike, Surreyet, James, Hunter. So Hunter is back into the race. We didn't saw him a lot today yet. He is now on a quite a good position on those fresh hearts.
Ekelund has gone on to the mediums.
But this is gonna be very interesting again, and now it's very difficult for Phillips because he's on the mediums. So is he gonna pit again for the hards? No, he isn't. So he'll have to pit again. So it doesn't seem like he is getting real advantage of the safety car. He will be back on the grid of course, but he'll have to pit again, so it won't be a real advantage as for other drivers. Ferrick now leading, but he will have to pit again, just as Dr. Special Energy. Then we have Marimanza who pitted, and then the run-up who also stayed out on line lap old mediums.
Yeah, why Dr. Special Energy stays on the mediums, I can't get it personally.
Me neither. Don't think it's the best strategy to do. And look to how long we still have to wait to not look back is back into the places. He's still down, I think 30 seconds, if it isn't more, to the grid. So I imagine the safety car will stay out for one more lap till not look back is back into the places where he belongs. Felix is now gonna close into the grid. And what will Ekelund do? He was the only one in the front who pitted from starting on the hards. He'll have to do 25 laps on mediums.
That isn't possible.
No, I don't think that either. Or he'll have to hope for another safety car. That's the only thing I think that really can help his strategy right now.
Yeah, the mediums can probably go 60 laps.
And Jimbo is back into the pits on the mediums. No, I really don't understand anything of it anymore.
Weird strategy.
He was on the mediums, then went to the hards, what was a smart move in my eyes, and now he's back onto the mediums. Which
maybe he's
won't
for
go
another
till the end. Well, Jadisal gets another 5-second penalty for a collision with Ekelund. 15 seconds under the safety car, that's not what you want. Probably the
No,
10 seconds will be disappeared at the end of the race, but a collision, I think they won't disappear that penalty. But if he pits again, he'll have to pay the penalty into the pits.
You'll probably see the safety car coming in this lap.
Everyone is close up, so yes, we'll have the safety car in this lap, and Frederick will now be pacing the field. He'll have to let the safety car go into the pits, and he's now backing up the field. Whoa, there was almost a contact between Surdiat and the run-up.
Oh, they're going very slowly.
Yeah, he's going very slowly. When will he go? I think he is going for it. We'll have Jedisava going into the pits. And he still didn't go yet. When will Frederick go? The longer he waits, the less advantage he'll have, I think. Jedisava retires. I don't know why that is. Probably because it's 15-second penalty, but that could disappear at the end of the race. So he was in quite a good position. Well, we have a lot of fights in the background.
Mike and Studio are battling, and this is for a real position.
It is, and Mike looks like he's going very wide. Is he gonna get the move done on Surrey? We're watching it from the car of James. He had made the move while Ekelund goes into the front of Hunter. Eric's just now very close to Hunter as well. Looks like Hunter doesn't have the best restart you can get. Everyone is still clean through. Adam needs to watch out and not touch the curb on the inside of turn 5. There was a Red Bull going quite cutting through the chicane. Well, there's something happening between Ekelund. Ekelund is round and he touches with Wisnowski.
Oh!
Wisnowski is out of this race. Ekelund was round. We have a virtual safety car. Ekelund had a moment. I don't know if he had a touch between someone. And then Wisnowski didn't have anywhere to go.
Will the run-up and Dr. Specialty now go into the pits? Nope, they won't. And Jimbo goes again into the pits.
I don't really know what Jimbo is trying to do. Ekelund is going into the pits. That's quite logic because he had damage. Maybe Jimbo had damage as well, but I don't know. On what tire will he go?
Jimbo was also on the back, eh? So no new front wing for Jimbo.
He's going on the hards again now.
On 3 lap old.
Ferrick is now in the lead still. The virtual safety car is gone. Looks like Surrey has the better of Mike at the moment, 2 tenths away. Surrey looking to make a move on Mike in front of him, but he has to watch James GLH44 behind him. We have Frederick, the runner-up, Dog Special Energy, Gamey Things. Those guys still need to go into the pits. And there won't be too long anymore for the run-up and Dog Special Energy because they're on mediums.
Here goes Mario Manso for the lead.
Manso closing in on Frederick. He is gonna get that move done and dusted. Frederick will try and turn it back, but it looks like Mario Manso has the better of him now. Will Frederick have the speed to try and fight back? I don't think he will. Mario Manso back to the lead. And it is looking like a day. No one will get close to the pace Mario Manso has again. Looks like just another day at the office for Mario Manso today. But still, not halfway through yet. A lot of things to go. The run-up with a 3-second penalty. So yet still behind Mike, taking some grass there. Not the best thing to do. Marimanzo with 1:20.3 on the hards. He already has 1.3 seconds between him and Frederick now. Unbelievable pace he is showing again. Is anyone gonna make a move in turn 1? Doesn't look like it. Gaps are quite big. We have Felix looking for a move on Badger. But I really think Gox, Fester and Badger also need to pit again. Mediums will not go till the end. If the mediums go till the end, you can I don't know what you can do, but you can pray for Lord, I think, after it. Mike now only 3/10 away from Dr. Special Energy. And
Yeah,
Dr.
the
Special
runner was
Energy,
slightly wide als Felix makes a move. Here comes Dr. Special Energy, I think. Oh, it's too far
it's
away.
not closing up in the straight. So it's not gonna try
Mike
and make
late. Yeah.
I think he didn't decide really what he was gonna do while
Oh,
Adam goes
Adam
side to
Gamey
side with
things.
Gamey things. Adam made that move just as Gox made a move on not look back. Adam into the points again. Jimbo Manzi with a fastest lap, 20.2.
Oh, Mike! We lost his rear through coming through turn 4, but I saved it.
Whoa, a touch between not look back and Gox. Looks like Gox clipped his wing. Don't think there is that much, no there isn't. But it really looked like not look back is having the battle now of Gox. Very close between the two guys. But we'll still have a fight at the front. Dr. Special Energy very close to the run-up now. P3 till P9 are fighting at the moment with each other.
When will we see them coming into the pits?
Yeah,
They're
the
going
run-up
quite
and Dr.
long, the
Special Energy
mediums.
both need to go into the pits next few laps. But
Oh,
Dr.
the
Special Energy will
run-up
have a move
goes
at the run-up while the run-up goes wide. But the run-up is so fast on the straights. Dr.
Yes,
Special Energy has
indeed.
made the move now. Going, touches the cup on the inside. Mike is also very close to the two, while James and Hunter are fighting. Hunter loses that position to Erich then. Well, Gamey thinks goes in front of Felix. Adam with a 3-second penalty. Mike is now really on the back of Dr. Special Energy, who goes wide again. I think those mediums are losing the grip a little bit.
Yes, as I said earlier, 60 mediums is pretty much the distance that mediums can go.
No
But
one
they don't
pitting yet.
listen to me. Dr. Special Energy just want to pass the run-up, but he's just too far away.
Well, Mike have a move on Dr. Special Energy then. Don't seem like it. Whoa, little touch between Mike.
No, Felix goes to 11.
He made a move on Gamey Tanks again.
Yeah, Gamey thinks is also not far away from a pistol normal.
We'll have to see. 4 guys coming in quite soon to change the new tires. There's Frederick Durham, Dr. Special Energy and Gamey Tanks. All need to pit. Well, we really have a train now behind the run-up.
When will Frederick's come in?
So the guy on the hards has gone in soon, and then the guys on the softs, on the mediums, I'm sorry. Wow, Surrey is making a move on Mike. Ooh. Late move from Mike, that was quite close between the guys. Surrey now has to watch out. Yeah, he was too fast. He was along the side of Dark Special Energy, I think.
Faster James. And Hunter around the outside? No,
no, that's not gonna make a move. James now into P7.
Look how far away Marion Mansell is for the rest of the field.
Already 6.8 seconds. It looks like topics yesterday. Just no one can do anything about him.
Yeah. Well, James gets a free second.
That's not good because the gaps are really close.
Yeah,
so
you can
with
drop
one penalty, you really can drop 5-6 places.
Yeah, or out of the points if the race would finish in disorder.
Yeah, it will, because there isn't a lot of places where you can lose or gain time.
Wide.
The run-up really needs to get into the pits now, and he will.
Finally.
Oh, McLaren! Mike!
No, Mike!
I think there was contact between him and another car, but Mike has damage now. He is going into the pits. He was doing such a good race. But our pole sitter is now going into the pits. This is not what you want. Felix into P8.
7th.
7th now. He made the move on Adam. Adam in P.
Surrey
into P2. A lot of things are happening now at the same moment.
Luigi with 3 seconds. This makes, I think, Hunter the best candidate for the moment for the podium.
And Dr. Special Energy is losing all the time. We have a spinner again. It's Badger. That has to be turn 4. Or was it the run-up? The run-up is now behind, but he's on the softs.
Yeah.
You have to pit. I don't understand the strategies the guys are doing today.
Maybe goes extremely long on the mediums, and now we'll try to go extremely long on the softs.
If he can do 15 laps on the softs, he'll have the driver of the day for me today. Well, Dark Special Energy is finally going in. Whoa, Hunter takes a very weird line there. Adam now up into P7. Will this be finally the day? A dive bomb on Surrey. Oh no, on Erich, I'm sorry.
He makes it stick.
Very close, very close. But he made it stick. James TLH up into P2. It's very close now between the Williams and the... Badger is out in the pit lane. Not look back with a 3-second time penalty. And Mike and Eklund are fighting for the last position here. Mediums against Hoatsu, that's very close. They let each other the room. Very clean fighting. Go on board with Mike. Is it gonna be happening something into turn 4? Doesn't look like it. He's staying behind Eklund, doesn't make a reckless move. And Felix now is into P6. But he'll need to go 13 more laps on the mediums. And that is not possible if you ask me.
Probably needs another safety car.
But what a recovery drive while Gamey Things goes into the pits. The run up with the fastest lap now.
Yes, and Sirius has completely run away with the 2nd place now.
He did.
He can pretty much bring the car on to 2nd and bring 18 helpful points to Alfa Romeo. and for
Yeah,
himself.
it's looking very good for him at the moment for the P3
Mike!
fight while Mike retires
Oh.
into the pit lane. You have to feel for him. Paul was doing quite a good job on pace. Then there happened something in sector 1, don't know if he spun himself or there was contact.
I think
Then
he just
totally
retired on
lost it.
himself.
Yeah. Erich is now closing in on James TLH44 after the drive bomb of last lap. Not look back, very close to Gox.
It's just five cars just for the final spot on the podium.
Will not look back and make him, will be able to make a move on Gox. It seems like he is
Well, not look
faster.
back is very close.
Down the
Outside, needed to
outside.
switch back.
Switch back. This is looking very
Oh,
good. Is he gonna have the exit speed? Not really.
Didn't get a traction.
And then he's not gonna try and make a move into turn 2.
Oh. James was lacking a bit, so EJ has fallen behind because of that.
From P4 to P7, fighting for the podiums at the moment.
Yes, and remember that James and Erich has both a 3-second time penalty.
So has Adam. So at the moment it's looking good for Hunter. Because I really think Felix needs to pit again. He will be on the softs, he will be faster, but he's not gonna get that gap back.
Well, 16 laps on the mediums is the maximum.
You still need to do 11 more laps.
Well, he will probably risk a puncture then.
We saw James Hook doing 34 laps on the hot yesterday.
33.
But I think that's still something different between 27 laps on the mediums. It's
Yes.
not possible. 27 laps is already difficult on the hard sometimes. I think Felix showed what he's got today, but he made the wrong move to go into the mediums. And one guy we didn't saw a lot of today is Jimbo Manzi into P13. I think he already made 4 pit stops or something. Not his day at the office.
Yeah, he made 4 stops and not look back. Has made 3 stops and he has 1 point.
Well, Frerick and Gox are fighting now. Frerick made a move easily before turn 1 on the straight. Well, Erich is still close to James. Can we still see something of Frerick? He's on fresh mediums, that's only one. He's only 3.5 seconds behind Adam, and we have a Williams pun. Is that game he takes?
Jamie.
Yes, it is. Turn 2. And Ekelund driving at his own P15. Bad race for him, one to forget. Looks like Felix is closing in on Hunter on those old mediums. When will he decide to pit? Will he pit? That's maybe a better question.
Well, there was EJ. Oh, Jesus Christ, that was very close.
He gave James a cookie of his own.
The touch at the exit of turn 1.
They're not giving each other
Yeah.
any space. They're just saying, hey James, if you drive on me, I'll drive on you back, no problem for me. Just don't
Oh
fight through
no.
turn 4, guys, don't
Oh
do it.
no.
Oh, the
No!
touch!
What a
No
stupid move!
way!
This
No
was
way! Can you
so...
believe it? This was so expectable.
And this was so stupid.
It was so stupid, but everyone has a chance again now. Everyone will put into the softs if you ask me.
Oh, this is Felix's race.
We have a full safety car. Felix is back up again. What a bad
And-
move was that?
And there goes the advantage of Mari Manzo's his lead gap. It
It's
was
gone.
10 seconds.
We have Mario Manzo going in. What will Surrey? I think everyone's gonna get in.
Mari Manzo almost spun off of the curb at the pit entry, but it's going well. So and Frederick can will he stay out?
Surrey is going in. Hunter is
Frederick,
going in.
stay
Felix is
out.
going in. Adam is going in. Frederick is staying out. He's
Can
the
he
only
maybe
one on
keep
quite
leading
fresh
the race?
mediums. He's not gonna take lead. He's gonna take P2. Manzo went onto the mediums. My head is really blowing myself at the moment.
Well, I can maybe explain this. The hearts are very quickly overheated around here as you're going through a lot of corners, and the mediums just don't get overheated. So that's why.
But it will be only 6 laps anymore that we're gonna race.
Yes, but six levels of is almost the limit there. So I think this is a really smart move from Mario Menzo. You would think not, but I think at the end he will be right.
But it will be depending on penalties now, because I don't think it will be a lot of big gaps, because we only have 6 laps of fighting. So penalties will be probably depending the outcome of this race.
Well, I will now check the penalties. Mario Menzo, you can guess he has no warnings. As
That's
he's pretty low.
expectable. He never gets warnings.
Frederick has 2 warnings.
Ooh, so Frederick is close to a penalty.
Sergio has 2 warnings. Hunter has 2 warnings. Felix has 1 penalty. EJ has a penalty and a 5-second on lap 26.
Oh, so he probably speeded in the pit lane, didn't saw the notification of it, so it's not looking good for Erich at the moment.
Then Gox has only 1 warning. Adam has 1 penalty. Not Lubeck was made 4 stops in this race.
Wow.
That's 1 penalty. The run up 1 penalty, and here goes Jimbo with 5 stops with 3 hard sets, 2 mediums and a soft.
And still possible for points.
Yeah, this is just
That's crazy.
everything is possible.
Yeah, it is.
As dog speciality has 1 penalty, and Gamey Things has only 1 warning. And Eklund is the last drive, he has a penalty of 5 seconds, which is now away. Has 2 penalties.
If you ask me, everyone can still get a podium at this point. A lot of drivers close to penalty, some drivers have a penalty. And
a lot are
top 2 are
on
on the mediums.
danger. A lot are on danger for a penalty. So this race is far from over.
And that is something very strange to say if there's only 6 laps remaining. Seven laps, I'm sorry. Maths is difficult sometimes. But all the lead Mario Manzo made in this race, around a little bit less than 11 seconds now gone, just as the same for Surrey, he was in P2 with 5 seconds behind him.
Yes, and Felix was just dead last at the beginning of the race, and now is probably going for podium now.
It is possible for Felix, but he'll have to hope the guys in front get a penalty. 6 cars in this lap. If you ask me, best man at the moment is Suryatt and Hunter. Both on the
Well,
softs. No penalty. Will they be faster than Marimanza? I think they will be faster than Frederick because he's on 9 uphold mediums.
I'm interested to see how Frederick will stand this, but we're waiting now for Marimanzo to restart the race.
Not
And
going yet.
there he
He's
goes.
going now.
Oh,
Looks like
look at
Suryatt
Suryatt
has an
driving
amazing
back.
start. Already on the back of Frederick. Will he try and make a move? I think he has to make a move if he wants this win. He
Outside.
has to be aggressive. Down the outside. Try to switch it back.
A
Frederick
nice
defending
drop
very
move.
well.
Nice drop move. Oh, EJ and
Jimbo
faster.
Manti with a
Jimbo.
3-second penalty.
Run up. Penalties are flying.
Erich is now behind Felix.
At the moment, Frederick is just a buffer for Marimanzo.
He is. Marimanza 1.2 seconds away already.
Especially
Watch out guys, don't
touch.
touch the curb on the inside of turn 5. You will spin. A lot of guys were very close to hitting it.
I saw a front wing flying from someone.
Don't see any damage at the moment.
Yeah, it's probably somewhere in the midfield. There goes Suryatt to the inside of Frederick. Ooh, close contact, mate. But Suryatt gets P2 and Hunter.
Hunter is gonna
tries
try
to
it
go to
now
the
as well.
inside.
Down the inside, Hunter. He didn't make it yet. He's
Ooh,
side to
side by
side.
side.
It's
Oh,
not
this
easy
is
to do
amazing
that.
racing.
Oh, the touch!
Oh
Frederick is out!
no! No!
Oh my god, what an end to this race! We lost Frederick in a fight between him and Hunter. And we have a virtual safety car.
And can Suryatt catch to the back of Marimanzo? Remember, they don't have a penalty. Well, I'm correct now to be sure. Well, Suryatt doesn't know. And just set his personal best time with a 1:19.9.
The gap is around 2 seconds between Marimanzo and Suryatt. Will Hunter finally get his first podium? It's very much looking to it. No penalties on fresh shafts. Just behind Suryatt. Felix behind has a penalty. Just as Erich has. Even Gox is up for a podium.
And he started last, remember that.
Gonna have to happen something with Suryatt or Hunter. Maybe
They
even with
got the
Manzo. We're
green.
back in racing. 2.9 seconds it is between Marimanzo and Suryatt. 2.3 now. DRS is enabled again.
Oh Jesus, Adam goes very wide there. This is
The runner will have a go on him. Down the inside. Seems very fair. Adam goes a little bit wide again, has a better exit. Still side to side. Adam still has the inside. He'll now have to give the inside to the run up. This is very close racing. And it looks like Adam saved that position.
Yes,
Great defending. 1.6 only more between Marimanzo and Suryatt. Did Marimanzo choose the wrong tires? And Hunter still up for his first podium of the season. Well, the run-up is again closing in on Adam. With Jimbo now very close to him. Jimbo, the run-up, and Adam will have a fight. It's always interesting when Jimbo and Adam has a fight. Because they're fighting all the time in chats. So they have to do it now on track. Marimanzo with the fastest lap. Suryatt 1.7 seconds behind. 7/10 behind, that is Hunter. Gox will make a move on Erich. No! It was very close. Didn't make it.
Oh Jesus, Jimbo man, he broke very late. Sorry for my language, by the way, but he broke so late that he almost collided into the back of the run-up. But he's still alive somehow.
So everyone alive.
So if you were almost going into sleep, you must be awake now.
Not in this race, I think. We have 6
No.
drivers out at the moment. Frederick, James, Mike,
Oh, sorry.
Badger,
That's
Rizlowski,
game
and
over.
Jerry Salvo. Kiriko Soviet has a 3-second penalty. Mario Manza has won this race.
That's game over for Soviet, and this is also
This is very good for
podium.
Hunter.
Felix to the podium in this way.
Felix also has a 3-second penalty.
Oh yes. Forget what I was saying.
Jimbo Manzi now 110 behind the run-up.
Oh, Dr. Special and he's on the inside! Contact between the two! The battle for 7 has just everything.
Yeah, a lot of cars are involved in it.
Holy moly!
Hunter now only 2 tenths away of Soviet. He will make the move for it. Down the inside. Just not fast enough for Hunter. Soviet keeps that position. Jimbo Manzi on the run-up. Jimbo Manzi with a double move.
God.
Adam takes that back. Will Jimbo has the position on the
Here
road?
comes
No, once
Special
again not.
Energy. Oh, the run up to the
The run-up
inside.
on Adam. No. Oh, very close. That
Dr.
little touch.
Special Energy.
Jimbo will lose the position now. Jimbo lost the
Woo.
position. He tried to make a move for 2 positions in front, but he lost 1.
My
And Felix is
God.
now very close to Hunter. 1 end of this race, 2 laps remaining. Not look back with a 3-second penalty. Mario Manzo has won this race, 3 seconds in front. Nothing can happen to him anymore.
Oh, the run-up is oh, look at Adam and the run-up. Oh, Adam has heavy front wing damage, I just see. Oh,
Oh, that touch. There's special energy and Adam touches. Is there once again not gonna be points for Adam then? Well, Hunter is gonna try it again on Surrey. Side to side down the inside.
Gox to 6. Oh, Jimbo down the inside. That's a stupid move because he's not dropped out of the point zone track.
Well, Gox goes on the outside. He made a move now into P5. Irish with another 3-second penalty. He's totally done.
Did EUG cut a 3 seconds by 2 wheels onto the grass?
I think so.
That's weird. It's getting dark about
And
it.
Hunter is in front of Surrey.
Ooh, yeah.
I knew he was close to a move, didn't know he made a move. But now we'll have a fight between Surrey and Fester for the last podium position. Yellow is sector 2, Jumbo is out! No! No, 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 no. Not the race for Jumbo Manzi. 5 pit stops and now he DNF'd.
Will we see some moves at the turn for probably the last time?
What will be the last podium position? Will it be Surrey or will it be Felix? If Felix ends on the podium, he's our driver of the day. I think I can say that for the both of us.
Yes, indeed.
What a drive from the Swedish man. And he was right to go into the mediums. He knew another safety car would come. Jimbo left the session. He's not gonna be happy with how today went. Felix a little bit of oversteer. I don't think he's gonna get Surrey in time. He's gonna get very close to a podium while Ekelund gets another penalty. That's not gonna be the day of Felix. But he'll get one thing.
Special energy. Oh, contact! Adam must be taken out by special energy.
No,
Contact!
not again! Not again for Adam. Not again with 5th or another penalty. It's done now. It's done. Mario Manzo is gonna win this race.
And will Gox now to the podium.
It is very possible that Gox will take their last podium place. Mari Manzo wins the Hungarian Grand Prix. Total dominance. And Hunter will get his first podium position of today, of this season. And Gox will take the last place. From last to third. What a drive of Gox. I think it's GA. What a drive of the Scottish man. Unbelievable.
What a sprint to the race we have had.
What an end of this race. Unbelievable. Now look back, finishing in 11th. Just outside the points. But what? And Gox in P3. What a race we saw today. I think I wasn't bored for only 1 second. It was unbelievable good. Oh, it's the second podium of Ben, by the way. I'm sorry for that. He already finished third once. So Mari Manzo win this race. Hunter finishing in P2, GA or Gox finishing in P3, Surrey finishing in P4, Felix in P5, Erich in P6, Ramp in P7, Gamey Things in P8, Ekelund in P9, Dark Special Energy in P10, Not Look Back in P11, Adam in P12. Then we have Jimbo Manzi, Frederick, James TLH, Mike, Badger, Rizanovsky, Jada Savo and Kirikou all retired from this race.
I've invited the top 3, so we may have a talk with them how their race went.
Hopefully you can get a talk with them. Because it was a crazy race. But once again, it is coming onto the same winner. And that is Mari Manzo. What a dominant season he is having.
I'm going to take a look how many numbers of race wins he has. I think
it has to be around 7, if I'm right.
This is his 6th win. And
his 6th win. Wow.
And he had 3 races won in a row between Monaco and France.
And we have Hunter who joined us. I think he's the only one who's gonna join us, so we're gonna start with him. Ben, finally back onto the podium, P2 today. First of all, congratulations.
Thank you.
I told it when the first safety car came. I think you were back out around P6, P7. Hunter is in a good position, I thought, but we didn't saw him for now. And there you were in P6, P7. Up for a podium, and you took it.
Yeah, I think the key thing is I kept it penalty free. I kept it warning free for the first 20 odd laps, and I knew I just had to keep it calm and keep my position. I wasn't reeling in the cars in front, so I just kept it smooth, let them do their own thing, I did my thing, and eventually it came round all right.
Yeah, it came out very good for you. I don't know if you were in your party with your teammate, but we saw some things happening with Jimbo as well. He made 5 pit stops, not the race he would have wanted, I think, but
no.
You are bringing some good points in the back for Toro Rosso in the fight with Renault, but I don't think there's anyone who can do something about Mari Manzo, isn't there?
No, I even checked his penalties when I got.
He didn't got a single warning again.
No, I know. But honestly, I really don't care.
No.
I'll take second all day long, especially here because I was struggling all week. Quali didn't go brilliantly. I messed up the lap right at the end when it got really quick. The last sort of minute and a half. So we fell down the order, and so I'm over the moon with that.
Yeah, you're in P11 at the moment in the championship. You will get some good points, 18 points. I think you might be going.
18 points.
You might be going to P8, P9, because Mike retired as well.
I know there were a couple of big hitters struggled or got knocked out or whatever. But 9 races to go. I'm aiming for top 5. It's still possible. But
Yeah, I think everyone knows you have the pace for doing it.
Yeah. I was in with Jimbo and Felix, and he had a cracking drive to get from the back up to P6. He did his thing where he says to me, "Hey Ben," to let him know he's behind me. I didn't know what he wanted. I didn't realise he'd got all the way up on that set of mediums.
It was a crazy drive from Felix.
The safety car came right at the right time for him. He was just a bit disappointed he got a penalty, 3 corners from the end.
Yeah, but it wouldn't matter because but he was very close to the podium as well, indeed. Robin, do you have any questions for our P2 from today?
Just congratulations with your podium, and Cox just messaged me he couldn't join the interviews as he has issues with his headset not working.
Oh, no problem.
Is that Maurizio?
I think it was Gok.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Just to confirm with you, because you're a steward of GP3, is Gok GA? Because I didn't was sure. Oh yeah, okay. Yeah. So I was sure of it. So congratulations to our race winning Mari Manzo today, and congratulations to our P3 GA. Next week we'll be going to my home Grand Prix. We're going to Spa-Francorchamps, one of the best tracks of the calendar, if you ask me. Are you looking forward to that race, Hunter?
Yeah, it's great to drive. I'm not sure performance-wise it's my best, but it's awesome to drive. Flat out through Eau Rouge every time.
So hopefully we'll see you back next week here for the commentary. Once again, congratulations with your podium today and enjoy it. That is it for us here in GP3. We had an amazing race with a very, very spectacular end of it. I want to thank Train Game, Robin, Chain Game, how you want to call him, for being my co-commentator today. I want to thank everyone who watched the stream, who did leave a like, who subscribed on the channel. We'll be back tomorrow for the GP2 with Tom and a return of SFR legend, you can say. And we'll be back for Prem with Adam and James on Thursday. For us here at GP3 is till next week. See you later, fellas.